You might have heard the term assimilation used a lot lately. Some believe immigrants have recently stopped assimilating. I found that most people have assumptions about what assimilation is based on what they think it should be, rather than an understanding of what it truly is. Assimilation occurs when individuals from different cultural backgrounds are able to participate in the social, economic, and civic life of their host country. Immigrants are assimilating. They wouldn't be able to rent homes and work without participating in their host country. This doesn't require things like speaking perfect English or English only and the adoption of rugged individualism as a value. And yet, in the US, there's an inherent idea that those who want to be American should volunteer to shed their ancestral cultures and identities and adhere to American cultural norms. Assimilation in American Life by Milton Gordon outlines Anglo-conformity as a dominant model of assimilation in U.S. history, where minority groups are expected to adopt Anglo-American language, norms, and behaviors. This contrasts with the melting pot model and highlights how assimilation is one sided. Anglo refers to people of English or British descent. In the U.S., this heritage has remained dominant since colonization, with other European immigrant groups gradually conforming to it, which is why the term persists. And because they are both European and conformed, they were absorbed into the white dominant group. Anglo-conformity is damaging because it frames white as standard and everything else as foreign. People call it American culture without specifying that it's white American culture. But that's because white doesn't need to be named. This thinking is so pervasive that even non white Americans internalize this view and start to think that white is normal and modern, while culture is something exotic, foreign, and even primitive. Anglo-conformity harms communities by causing racial minorities to feel ashamed of their differences, lose pride in their heritage, and feel alienated. They become marginalized from this process. Some educational policy research critiques the persistence of Anglo-conformist perspectives in U.S. schools, showing how institutions have historically promoted a single dominant culture rather than pluralistic identities. It also limits opportunities, as studies show employers often favor white native English speakers and those conforming to white American standards. The fear that non white citizens and immigrants will change and harm American life has persisted since the nation's founding. It's been passed on through every generation within the white American ethnic group. Yet this fear has never been realized. Even the Black, Native American, and Hispanic cultures, for example, have largely embraced core American values, participate in shared traditions, and engage in civic life. Share your thoughts about this topic and personal experiences with Anglo-conformity in the comments. Sharing helps communities of color articulate their experiences and equips us with the knowledge to enact meaningful change.